Hello there, guys. How's it going?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Pretty good. What's all that in the background? Is that real?
Our office, welcome.
Wow. Well, did we transport ourselves to 1986 or something?
I mean, that was the
It's
year.
close.
That was the year of my birth. So,
Wow. Okay. Scary. So how are you guys doing? How's everybody?
really good, thank you.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Good to hear. Right off the bat, first burning question is, and I'm sure some of your fans already know this, but are you siblings?
No,
What's the official answer?
The official answer is my brother and my husband. No, he's he's not.
As he vanished.
No, it's just a happy coincidence that we have the same surname. So we're just very, very good friends. And that's as much as we can tell you.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So any preferred pronouns we should know about first off?
No, well, I go by she or they. Robin's a he, him. So yeah, we're quite open to all that. So go for it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So you guys have a lot of exciting stuff going on this summer. There's some live shows going on. What's up with that?
A lot of stress. That's what was up with that.
Yeah, a lot more work than we ever imagined when we decided we were just going to be a two-piece duo and then needed to make the sound a lot bigger to take it on the road. So we're roping in some session musicians. So we've now got live drums, guitars and bass and all sorts. We're trying to make it into a bit of a show, which is interesting. And it's always good fun figuring that stuff out, but not where we anticipated it going when it was just the two of us in our studio during lockdown.
Fair enough, but still exciting, right?
Oh yeah, super exciting. I mean, the live stuff we haven't played for a while, so I think we're both really excited about it.
Yeah, we love it. We love getting out on the road and performing. And that's where you sort of really start to find out more about your sound and how things translate on the stage into, like, you know, whatever space you're performing in. So yeah, we're really keen to sort of get back out there. And it's where we meet people as well. We really like meeting people along the way. And it's nice. You can connect sort of online with people, and there's a great community that we've formed sort of loads of different friendships within our little synthwave community, our massive synthwave community. Really, it's a lot bigger than what we thought. But out on the road, actually being able to touch people and smell people, if you know they consent, then that's great.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I wanted to highlight a few of your songs. You know, first up is Ghosts, and yeah, let's take a quick look and listen.
Never thought I'd be afraid, but now we're at the start. when we were young, when we were scared. We knew the dark was always right there, out there. How do we last another day? Sleep at night when we are afraid. Close our eyes when we see ghosts all the time. All the time.
Well, all of our tracks, if people aren't already aware, are inspired by movies that myself and Robin have we've watched, we love, we just thought we could like write a piece of music around. So Ghost is actually inspired by the film Sixth Sense. So all of the lyrics within the things that we write, they're all sort of hat tips towards the movie plot or quotes from the film. So you'll spot little bits if you listen back to it now that actually reference Sixth Sense.
Interesting. I love it. The next one is one that moves me beyond words. It contains the lyrics, "Nothing is lost, everything transforms. In the beginning, it's always dark." So that should be a massive like global hit. So we'll just leave it at that. But what inspired that one?
Well, we were really lucky that Max Parker, who's also on Aztec Records with us, we featured on one of his tracks on his album, and as a favor he kind of came to us with this initial concept for the track and said like, are you guys interested? We heard it and instantly we were like, yeah, we know what we can do with this. Beck plays herself down a lot, but incredible lyricist, and sort of came up with an amazing sort of vocal melody straight away. And yeah, so that one, I'll let you kind of explain backstory of the vocals really.
Yeah, that one's rooted from the film Never Ending Story. So the history of young Empress is that we were named in reference to the childlike Empress from Never Ending Story. Big fans of the film, and obviously that's got wild 80s aesthetic like slapped all over it. And so when we were looking at this track, that's kind of where we started, the starting point of the plot for that film. And those are actual sort of lyrics taken directly from the film, that nothing is lost, everything transforms. And we sort of just spun that around towards the end because we really wanted a song that was just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger lyrically. And that just seemed like the right fit for us. So it's kind of where it started for us as a band, and nice little hat tip to the film, and the fact that it features on the album. We're just really pleased that we managed to sort of shoehorn that in. So yeah,
it came full circle as well, because I think that was actually the last track that we worked on for the album. So it was kind of a bit of an origin story for us with our name and where we started, and then kind of where we kind of ended in this album as well. So it was a really nice start and end.
Speaking of stuff, from the past, did you guys bring anything from show and tell? And it's okay if it's just your background, because I think you just kind of did.
So I'm hoping they'll show up with the background, because the way that it works,
it's quite busy.
Yeah, but so we've got two. One of them is an original 80s thing, and then the other one is something that we've used heavily on the album, but isn't necessarily from
the 80s.
the 80s. So I'll let Beck show the first thing.
We're going to go this one. So this.
If you can see it.
Oh,
Oh,
are we going to see it?
Oh, no. Hang on.
Go.
Let's take the background off really quick.
Remove the background, but don't look at all of our mess. You're not allowed. Hold on. There you go. Right. So this is now that's what I call music from 1983, which is my year of birth. And this is an original vinyl that we sort of just hold dear, I guess, because there's some awesome bands on the back of here that we've always sort of been influenced by.
4 vinyls.
4.
Yeah, inside, yeah. And it's awesome. If you flip it open, it's got like a whole like history thing in there of everybody, but it's like Phil Collins, Duran Duran, you've got Bonnie Tyler, Culture Club, you've got Mike Oldfield, The Cure, Simple Minds, Madness, like there's loads.
Human League, Tina Turner, obviously.
Tina Turner. So there's like, depending on what sort of like influences you and what you're into, this is obviously like your go-to.
Everything, yes, that's amazing. Great. So you're sharing one item together?
Well, we've got 2. This is a collective.
So this here is obviously the DeLorean from Back to the Future, which is my favorite trilogy, but it's also a guitar pedal. So it's a delay pedal, and we've used it heavily on the album. And yeah, it's a nice little hat.
We just think it looks cool.
Very cool. I'm so excited. Thank you guys. So we got a vinyl, we got a toy and pedal. And usually I either show a toy or a vinyl myself, but I brought a book. It is a graphic novel from the 80s, pure 80s. It is Frank Miller. It's Batman. This is authentic to the time period. It is that thick. It is pretty awesome. So it started, I think, early 80s. It went through 89 and the whole Dark Knight, trilogy here. So that's that. So when can we expect some new music or a tease from you guys?
Well, we've got a batch of new tracks we're working on at the moment. Nothing set in stone, but we've got some ideas. But because we've been focusing mainly on live stuff at the moment,
new songs have been taking a bit of a backseat, but we can't help ourselves really. Whenever we're together in the studio, we always start tinkering away with things. We have one plan for the evening. We're going to rehearse. We're going to do this. We're going to get caught up on all of our band admin, and the next thing you know, the instruments have started creeping out, and we've got Logic open, and off we go. But apart from sort of new stuff, we've recently had some collaborations come out. We did a collaboration and a remix for Lau actually recently. And the
one that's currently out, right?
Yeah, came out a couple of weeks ago. We were super excited.
Can I interrupt and say that is a hell of a bop? I think I hear it daily here, and it just has that groove, and it's just very reminiscent of my club days back in New York City. It is just spot on. So congrats to that.
We tried to kind of go for that, and it's something actually we'd never done before. We went for sort of that house feel, especially with the bass line, and that's kind of what led the track. And when we were listening to what Lau had done, which is an incredible track herself, the original one, we kind of thought we can't take it any more synthwave or synthy than it's already been done. So what can we do to flip it on its head? So we thought, let's make it a house track.
Great job. You guys we're almost done, but you can put your backdrop back on if you want. I just wanted to remind you if you want it. So I wanted to say that May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Do you stand for any specific causes?
Many, really. Mental health is a big one.
I was going to say, I think if you've been on the music scene for as long as we have, and outside of Young Empress, we've been sort of in bands under many guises before, and we not so long ago did an EP release, the Ghosts remixes, which the proceeds of that went to Mind Mental Health Charity, which is a big charity here in the UK, supporting all different types of people's mental health. And it was something that when we were thinking about charities that we could donate the proceeds of that EP to, That one sort of stood out for us in terms of supporting mental health, just because we have known so many people on the music scene who suffer with their mental health. It's a sort of the curse of the creative, really, of we're tortured souls. We've got so much to do and so much to express, and trying to find a way to channel that. If you can't put that into your music or into your art, sometimes as performers and artists, you can struggle really with your own mental health when you're trying to find an avenue to let that sort of passion and creativity out. So we know a lot of people, and ourselves included, that struggle with various types of mental health issues. So yeah, we wouldn't say that we necessarily champion support for one aspect over another, but within the different communities and pockets of people that we sit in, we're very passionate just making sure that everybody is looked after. We look out for each other, and we check in with our peers that we're good allies to people, and we just do what we can to support people we care about, whether they're friends or whether they're just acquaintances. So we try and do our best, and I think we always promote that ethos in whatever we do.
Yay, absolutely. I love that. I love that. And by the time this airs, our State of Synth and Retro Reverb Records charity album for mental health, it will be out, comes out Wednesday night. And it means a lot to me. I do get one of my songs on there, and I'll talk about that in the future. But I thank you guys for sharing that. And I'm looking forward to hearing more new music. Is there anything, a message for the world as we're saying our goodbyes, that you want to share?
I just say go in search of new music, go and listen to who's out on your scene, go and support live music, download, stream, follow people on social media, and just kind of just give each other a bit of love, because it could make the difference to somebody's day if you just like their tweet, or share their story, or download that one little 79p or whatever the dollar version is for you guys over there. It really does make a difference, and it keeps people doing what they're doing, and keeps them living their dreams, however small you might think it is. It'd be good for you just to all sort of show a bit of love to each other. So go and search out for something new wherever you are, on whatever platform, and come and find young Empress as well. Give us a wave and we'll always say hello.
Absolutely. Thank you guys. This was so much fun, and we look forward to all your new stuff, and good luck with your performances this summer. Bye. We'll do our wave.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us. And we'll disappear now into the background.